Welcome to Taiji's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make Tonjiru. Tonjiru, which is sometimes called Buta-jiru, is pork-based miso soup. Ton or buta means pork in Japanese. I like to make this quite often because it doesn't require any special ingredients except for miso. And nowadays I think you can find miso in most any Asian shop. Then let's get started. Here I have the ingredients for buta-jiru. Of course we have the buta, the pork. I have here belly. It doesn't have to be belly, but I like the belly because it has juicy flavor to it. And we have onion, scallion, carrots, and white radish or daikon. And we also have the Nappa cabbage, they call it in the US, which is Chinese cabbage. I don't know why they call it Nappa in the US because Nappa actually means leafy vegetable in Japanese. And we usually don't include hakusai, which is Chinese cabbage, as Nappa. But anyway, and then we have miso for the flavor. If you don't have miso, you could substitute with soy sauce, but it won't taste the same. And here I have different kinds of vegetable. You don't have to have all of them. You could have a few of these, or you could even have different ingredients such as potatoes, shiitake mushroom, or spinach, or any other kind of leafy vegetable. So let's start cutting. I'm gonna start cutting the scallion first. So this scallion is going to come at the very end as the condiment. So here you want to have your cat finger, and here you want to slice it as thin as possible because it comes at the very end. Then let's cut the onion. Ooh, this is not very good. Maybe a bit extra. Take another layer off. And carrots. Don't think I'm going to use the whole thing. There's no really right way to cut this, but I like cutting a little bit on diagonal. Looks neat like that. And then Nappa cabbage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out this leafy part and the stem because it's gonna take a different time to cook. You don't have to do this. A lot of people, I think, just cook them together. I like to have the crunchy leaf and thoroughly cooked stem. I'm gonna put this here. Then I'm gonna cut off the pork belly. So there's skin on the pork. I like to take it off, but if you like, you can of course have it. So it's been cooking. I'm going to turn the heat to high, put a little bit of oil. So the pan is heated. I'm going to put in first the pork belly. We're going to put in right away the onions. I'm going to turn the heat to medium. So what I'm doing here is I want to get a little bit of roasted flavor to the soup. And then I'm going to put some water. And then I'm going to put in the root vegetable, the daikon and the carrots. So in Japanese cooking, we say that you should cook root vegetables such as carrots, daikon, radish, potato, what else? I don't know, any other kind of root vegetable, you should cook from cold water. And other vegetable, like leafy vegetable, like Nappa, cabbage, or mushroom, you're supposed to cook from boiling water. This way it cooks thoroughly. So I'm gonna wait till it boils. Here we're gonna turn our heat to high, just so that it boils faster. So as it comes to a boil, it builds up foam or scum, so I'm gonna take these away. I'm gonna turn the heat to low or simmer. And turn the lid on and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. So it's been about 15 minutes. I think all the vegetables are thoroughly cooked. So I'm gonna put in the stem of the Nappa cabbage or Chinese cabbage, because it doesn't take that long to cook them, but it does take more time to cook as the leaf part. Then cook for another 10 minutes or so. I forgot to say, but I'm making this for about 2 to 3 portions. I like to make a bit more so that on the next day I don't have to make it all over again. Let it save in the fridge and just heat it up. So 5 minutes has passed, the stem of the cabbage will be cooked. I'm gonna put in the miso. So for miso, about a teaspoon will be for 1 portion. Of course, each person has different amount to eat, so it's not always the same. And if you also have a colander like this, a small colander like this, then it makes it easier. 1, 2. I'm gonna put half more of that. Let's see. So using salt or soy sauce or miso, try not to put too much first. You can always add later, but you can't take it out. So this thing, that's all the soybeans, and they're so good. So you wanna put it back in. So let's have a taste. Good. But then I'm gonna put the rest of the leaf part of the cabbage and turn the heat to high and let it boil. So it comes to a boil. We'll turn the heat off and it's finished. It's ready to serve. And as the finishing touch, I'm gonna put the scallion on the top. And it's ready to eat. Okay, let's eat. いただきます。いやー、美味しそうだ。It's so good. And of course the rice. It's perfect. If you like it spicy, you can also put chili. It's got a little punch to it. So like I said in some other videos, we are kind of supposed to slurp in Japan. So please don't get bothered by that. So traditionally, if you have a Japanese meal, you're supposed to have the rice on the left side and the soup on the right side like this. And if you have a main dish, I don't have today, but if you have a main dish, you're supposed to have a main dish right here in the middle. And you have the rice and the soup near to you. So good. So the combination of all the vegetable and the sweetness from the meat, the pork belly, and the miso to round up everything together, that's perfect. Warms me up from inside. ごちそうさまでした。いや、美味しかった。So, as you saw, Buta-jiru is really not that difficult to make, and so please try it home yourself and let me know in the comments how it went. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye.